Hi guys, Gary here from GGB Heating Solutions, and I've just got a nice little video for you of some questions that you should be asking your installer or the person that's coming to give you the quote when you're getting boiler quotes. These things will help you determine and choose the correct company for you. Now, I generally advise about going purely on price because you don't always get the best value. But these questions, and dependent how they answered, will help you get the best value for money out of your boiler quote. So the first one is, what manufacturer do you recommend and why? So a lot of people will choose manufacturers for various reasons. Me personally, I choose them for aftercare, and that is the reason. Most boilers come with long warranties, so you want to make sure that the aftercare is there for the boiler if anything does happen to it in the future. So the next question is, what type of flush is included in the installation? Now there's different types of flushing different ways to flush a system, and they do vary in how good they are. So there's a warm flush, which just means you'd add a chemical, warm it up, drain the chemical out, fill it back up and add some more chemicals to it. That's probably the most basic of a flush. Then there's a cold mains flush, which means you connect the cold mains to the central heating and flush the cold mains through. And then after that there's a power flush. The power flush is the best one, but it doesn't always require power flushing. It just depends on how dirty the system is. So they're the different types of flushing, and you really do need to know what you think, what you are getting, or if you are even going to get a flush. Some people may not even do that. The next thing is, what controls are you going to get? Are you going to get a programmable room thermostat? Are you not getting any new controls? Are you going to get a smart thermostat? Does it include possibly smart TRVs? Does it include any TRVs? These are the things that you just need to know, because what you may find is one person has come out and gives you the quote and it's going to include all these. The other person that may be slightly cheaper is not including them, or even maybe more expensive and isn't including them. So you do need to know what controls are included. The next one is it going to be fitted with a magnetic filter on the central heating side? Now this for me is a must. All manufacturers do require it. Part L requires it, so it is a requirement. However, still a lot of people do not include it, especially if they're doing extremely cheap jobs. The next one would be, does the gas pipe need to be upgraded? Especially if you've got a small regular boiler and you're going to be upgrading to a combi boiler or a system boiler. If you're increasing the output, so if you're putting a 25 kilowatt boiler where the 10 kilowatt or 15 kilowatt boiler used to be, there's a good chance that the pipe sizing is not going to be big enough for the new boiler. So you just need to know if they are planning on upgrading that pipe work. If you've got a combi and you're going combi to combi, there's a good chance that it may not require upgrading. But if you've got a 24 and you're going up to a 30, 35, 40 kilowatt boiler, then there's a good chance that you'll probably need that gas pipe upgrading. So it's just worth asking. The next question will be, where is the best position? Now, you may know where you want it to go, but that doesn't necessarily mean it is going to be the best position for your boiler to be. It may not even be allowed to be there anymore, just because the regulations do change on somewhat an annual basis on these things. So it is just knowing where it is going to be fitted, and that the boiler is actually going to fit there and it will work correctly there. The next question would be, will that company come back and service your boiler every year? And the reason for this is because you've got an extended warranty. To keep that warranty intact, you must have your boiler serviced every 12 months. Now ideally you want the person that's installed your boiler to come back and service it, and the reason for this is if there's any installation defects, then they installed it, they technically should put any defects right. So you do want to try and keep with the company that installed it, and it is for that reason. If the company only install boilers, then I would probably stay well clear. It just means that they're going to throw it on wall, disappear, and you're not going to see or hear from them ever again, which is probably not what you want. The next question will be, how long is the guarantee or warranty on the boiler? So even if you get the same manufacturer, different models will have different lengths of warranties. So if you've got 3 people coming to give you quotes and they all give you quotes on, say, Worcester Bosch boilers, Worcester Bosch actually offer a 5-year, a 7-year, a 10-year and a 12-year warranty with the different makes of their boilers. So it depends on the models, it is model specific. So rather than trying to remember the models, at least if you remember the guarantee or the warranty that the boiler comes with, you'll know that the quotes are going to be like for like, because the price does vary drastically between the boilers. So at least that'll help you decide if you've had a quote from someone and they're offering a 12-year warranty, somebody else is offering a 5-year warranty, you could ask them to just do a quote on the same boiler, and that'll just make your life so much easier. At least then you'll know exactly what you're getting. The next question is, what is the aftercare like with the manufacturer? Now this is key, same as what I explained earlier. This is the main part that you want, because there are so many manufacturers out there that just don't do the aftercare that they should. But also a lot of it can be down to the installation problems. So if you've got dirty water in your central heating system, there's a good chance that certain manufacturers may not repair it until it's been rectified, whether it's the water quality that's causing an issue or not. The manufacturers that I use are very good, but also, touch wood, I have never had a problem with the manufacturer refusing to repair anything under warranty. But that's because we aim to do the best job that we possibly can. So if it needs power flushing, it's getting power flushed. If it doesn't need power flushing, it's most likely getting a mains flush. So it is going to get a good flush. We're going to do what we can to get as much dirt and debris out of that heating system, just to make sure that you don't have any issues with your aftercare. So that is a key question that you want to know. And the last is, does the installation include a shock arrestor, a scale reducer and a pressure reducer? Now not every installation will require them. However, it is best practice to have at least a shock arrestor and a scale reducer. Same say, not every installation requires them, but it is best practice. Also, the pressure reducer. Dependent on the pressure that you've got coming in through your cold mains, it may need to be reduced so it doesn't cause any harm to your boiler. So you need to know about that before it causes any issues. So if you've got 10 bar coming in your tap, there's a good chance that that's pressure's too high, it needs reducing slightly so it doesn't cause any issues. So these are the 10 questions that I would recommend that you should ask your installer or the person coming to do the survey when you're getting a boiler quote. And I hope this helps. Thanks a lot. If you do want a boiler quote, then please feel free to head over to ggbheating.com you can fill out the form, you'll get a boiler quote from us within 30 seconds. Okay guys, thanks a lot, and I shall see you on the other side.